one compound for practice, magnesium oxide?
Yes, yes, yes.
How many of you practiced it?
I did
The magnesium oxide one.
I did, but there was
I did.
You did? Good. Some of the students did. Okay. So that example, that example is not in the book. Okay, but I will discuss it with you because that example is easy. So maybe it can come. Okay, so some of the examples which are present in the book, they can come in the exam, and some of the examples which I will discuss with you. Okay, so whatever examples we are discussing in the class, please note them down. Okay, they're very important. So prepare them for the assessments or for the test. So page 78, we did some more ionic compounds, more examples, and this is the extra example that I gave you. Draw dot and cross diagram for magnesium oxide. Okay, so I'll discuss it with you now. The question will come like this: that draw dot and cross diagram for magnesium oxide. Okay, so how you will draw? If it comes, the question, simple question, that draw dot and cross diagram for magnesium oxide. Okay, so before drawing the diagram, you have to do little rough work in the starting. Okay, because you have to make the diagram after the transfer of electrons. Okay, so when you write the electronic configuration, electronic structure, transference of the electrons, then you know that how many electrons will be transferred and how you have to draw the diagram. What will be the charges? Okay, so first we'll do rough work. It's magnesium oxide. So magnesium, from the periodic table you can see its atomic number. So magnesium is 12 and oxygen is 8. Okay, so what will be the electronic structure of magnesium? 2, 8, 2. Okay, and for oxygen it's 2 and 6. 2 and 6. The girls who are online, can you see the screen better properly?
Yes.
Okay. Now see, magnesium being a metal, magnesium is a metal and oxygen is a non-metal. Okay, and I told you that metals always give. So how many extra electrons magnesium has? Very good. 2 extra electrons. And how many electrons oxygen needs to complete its shell?
2.
2.
It needs
Again,
2.
good. Magnesium needs, oxygen needs 2 electrons. Okay, and magnesium has the ability to give those 2. Okay, so magnesium will give 2 electrons to oxygen. Okay, 2 electrons. So there will be 1 magnesium and 1 oxygen. So after giving 2 electrons, magnesium will become 2, 8, square brackets. And what will be the charge on magnesium? Positive, but how many positives? Yeah, it is giving 2 electrons. Okay, so there will be 2 plus charge on magnesium. Got it? Because it is giving 2 electrons. Now, after receiving 2 electrons, oxygen will become 2, 8, also same, square brackets. And what will be the charge on on oxygen?
minus negative.
Negative. How many negative? 2 negative. Okay, because it is gaining 2. Now you know that this is the electronic structure of magnesium, which you have to draw. Okay, draw dot and cross diagram for it, and this is oxygen's configuration after the transference. Okay, now you will draw the dot and cross diagram. So for magnesium and oxygen, okay, I'm drawing, so tell you your diagram. Magnesium, 2 electrons, and in the second shell there will be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and for the oxygen, in first shell 2 electrons. Okay, second shell, oxygen had previously 6 electrons of its own. Okay, yeah. So we will write cross for the 6 electrons of oxygen. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yes, 6 electrons of oxygen itself, of oxygens, and 2 electron of magnesium, indicating by dot. Okay, so they are transferred from magnesium to oxygen. Now, what is missing in this diagram?
The brackets and the negative and the
Yes, online girls. Online and offline girls.
Yes.
Yes, online girls. Well, what is missing in this diagram, beta?
The square brackets and the signs.
The brackets, the signs.
Very good. Square bracket, magnesium 2 plus and oxygen 2 minus. Okay, and the formula will be MgO because there is one magnesium atom and one oxygen atom. Okay, so this is dot and cross diagram for magnesium oxide. And previously we do the diagram for lithium fluoride, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, sodium oxide. Okay, these 4 examples are present in your book. And this is the extra example. So we'll do more examples also later on. But for now, let's just move on. Page 79. Okay, working out the formula. Now we know that we are studying the ionic compounds, and ionic compounds are made from metals and non-metals. Ionic compounds, metals plus non-metals. Okay, metals get positive charge always and non-metals get negative charge. Okay, now we will combine these two to make the formula of ionic compound. Like for example, they have asked us that sodium chloride is a compound, is an ionic compound. What is its formula? Okay, sodium chloride is a compound, is an ionic compound. What is its formula? So you have to write the formula of it. So to find out the formula, we will take the ratio of the ions. Okay, that how many positive ions are present and how many negative ions are present. Okay, what is the name given to the positive ions?
Cation.
Positive. Cation. Very good. Okay, this N remember, N negative, N ion. Okay, the sound of N. So negative is Ni and positive is cation. Okay, so we have to count the number of cations and anion present in a formula. Okay, so for sodium chloride, we know we discussed previously in the during last week lectures that sodium has one extra electron which it will give to chlorine. Okay, so there will be one sodium with positive charge and one chloride with negative charge. Okay, because sodium gave one electron to chlorine, so its ratio will be 1:1 and formula will be simple NaCl, no number written with it. Okay, because there is one sodium, one chlorine. Okay, you studied the ratio, right? How to take out the ratio and all that. Okay, so simple in this one you have so in simple you have to write here the ratio of the two ions.
Okay.
Like now magnesium chloride next. Any question, beta? Magnesium chloride. Okay, so on page 78, I guess, on page 78, there is a diagram of magnesium chloride that we practiced also. Okay,
Yes.
and we saw that in magnesium chloride, magnesium has two extra electrons, and it gave one electron to one chlorine, another electron to another chlorine. Okay, so in this case, magnesium got one magnesium with 2 plus charge, and there will be two chlorines with minus charge. Okay, two chloride ions with one minus charge. So the ratio will be 1:2. Okay, and the formula is MgCl2. Okay, because there are two chloride ions. Got it? So to work out the formula also, most of the time the charges are given to you. So you have to balance the charges. Okay, take the ratio of them and take out the formula. Okay, we will practice more examples also. So see the sodium chloride in the table. Sorry, sodium oxide. Sodium oxide formula is Na2O. Okay, so in this one, oxygen needs two electrons. So one sodium gave one electron, another sodium gave another electron. Okay, we practice this one also. So what will be the ratio here? How many sodium ions are here?
2 sodium.
2 sodium ions. And oxide?
1.
Yeah, one oxygen is taking 2 electrons. Okay, so oxide ion is 2 minus, but there is only one oxide ion, one oxygen. So the ratio is 2:1, and the formula is Na2O. Okay, which is written. And always remember that metal will come first. Okay, when we make the formula of ionic compound, metal always comes first. Yeah, metal and then non-metal. So in every formula, you can see there's first is sodium and then chlorine, magnesium and then chlorine. Okay, so in lithium fluoride also lithium and then fluoride. Okay, so metals will always come first in ionic compounds. Now add up the charges on the ions in each compound. What do you notice? Do they balance out? See in the table. Okay, in the table, sodium and fluoride. So there is one positive and one negative, balanced. Okay, the charges are balanced. One positive ion and one negative. In the other one, magnesium and chloride, there is 2 plus. Okay, and chloride ions are also 2. Okay, because each chlorine is having one negative charge, but there are 2 chlorines. So it means there are 2 negative charges total. Okay, the girls, are you getting?
Yes.
Okay, total 2 negative charges because each chlorine is having one negative and there are 2 chloride ions. So they are also balancing each other. And in sodium oxide also, there is sodium with positive sign and there are 2 sodiums, 2 sodium atoms. Okay, so plus charge 2 and oxide 2 minus. They are also balanced. Okay, so in an ionic compound, the charges are always balanced, the positive and negative charges. Okay, that's
Teacher,
why
in
we take
sodium oxide, sodium will have a 2 plus charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not 2 plus actually. Sodium is having 1 plus charge, but there are 2 sodium ions. That's why we wrote. Yeah, oxygen is 2 minus because one oxygen is receiving 2 electrons. Okay, see at the top. One oxygen receiving 2 electrons. Okay, that's why I'm saying that practice it in your home. Okay, when you draw it by yourself, when you write the formula yourself, then you will get it. Okay, more. So they balance out each other. Ionic compounds are neutral. Okay, so this is also that this question can also come that why ionic compounds are neutral. Okay, so why they are neutral? Because the charges on their ions cancel each other out. Okay, the charges, or you can write the positive charges and the negative charges on their ions, they are balanced, they cancel out each other. So that is why ionic compounds are on the whole neutral. Okay, similarly like atoms. In atoms also the positive protons and negative electrons are equal. Okay, similarly in ionic compounds, the positive charges and negative charges are always equal. Got it? Okay, so let's practice some more formula. Working out the formula. Sodium chloride, we did this example. So I'm writing here the ions, like sodium ions are given to you, magnesium chloride ions are given, sodium oxide ions. Okay, so this like this it will come in the exam. That ions will be given to you and you have to make the formula. Okay, so suppose these ions are given in the question, sodium chloride. Now make the formula of sodium chloride. You have to balance the charges by writing any number here. So do we need to write the number with sodium and chloride ion, or are they already balanced?
They're already balanced.
Yeah, they're already balanced. So it means there is one sodium and one chlorine, NaCl, simple. Okay, now C for magnesium chloride, which number should we write to balance the charges? No, just write like a number, not the charges. With which ion we will write 2? With magnesium or with chloride?
Chloride. Chloride.
Very good. With chloride, 2. Okay, because here, yeah, 2 plus. and here we had only 1. Okay, so if we write 2, so it will become 2 minus. Okay, so we have to balance it. So 2 chloride, 1 magnesium and 2 chloride ions. So MgCl2. Okay, because Mg is 1 and Cl 2. Okay, now for sodium oxide, sodium is +1 and oxygen is 2. So how will we make it 2?
I'm going to add 2 with sodium.
Yeah, so we will write 2 here, no? So if we multiply this with 2, so it will become 2 plus. So in short, we have to balance the charges, okay, by writing any number. So sodium will become 2, Na2, and O. Okay, magnesium oxide. Magnesium and oxide. Already balanced. Okay, so if the case is this, if the two charges are equal and already balanced, then we will simplify it. Positive and negative will cancel out each other, and the formula will be simple MgO if they're already balanced. Okay, if we are writing any number to balance it, then we have to write that number in the formula. Okay, if we are writing it, like here in magnesium chloride, we wrote 2 to balance it. In sodium oxide also, we have to multiply it with 2. So that is why we write the number in the formula also. But if they are already balanced, then we will not write any number. Okay, they will cancel out each other if they're already balanced before, from the start. Okay, now let's see the examples which are in the book. Aluminium oxide and magnesium nitrate.
Could you move to the previous slide for a minute?
Okay, aluminium oxide. See the example in your book. What is the charge on aluminium? It's given to you in the statement. 3 plus. And oxide? Yeah, 2 negative. Okay, so we have to balance it. Aluminium 3 plus and oxygen 2 minus. Okay, now we have to balance these charges. So which number should we write here and here to balance these? Very easy. We have to make these positive and negative equal.
1 with aluminium and 2 with oxygen.
Good. Very good. 2 with aluminium. Okay, this 2 and 3, it will become 6 plus, right? And which number should we write here?
3.
You should also speak up. Yeah, we will write 3 here. Okay, so 3 into 2 is 6. Okay, so they are equal. Okay, in short, we have to balance. Okay, see the picture. We have to balance the two charges. So aluminium is 2. Okay, the number which we wrote, the formula will be Al. We will write this number, okay, not the charge number. The number which we added, Al2O, yeah, 3. Okay, we will not write the charge number. We will write the number which we added. So Al2O3, this is the formula of aluminium oxide.
Could you explain this one again? Why do you write 3 with oxygen?
3 with oxygen to balance it, beta. Because see, aluminium charges are 3 plus, okay, and oxide has 2 minus charge, okay, 3 and 2. So we have to multiply these two with any number to make these charges equal.
Yes.
Okay, so we multiply 3 with 2 and 2 with 3. So both of them are 6, 6. 6 positive and 6 negative. So they balance each other out and done. Okay. Okay, now magnesium nitrate. So in magnesium nitrate, magnesium ions have a 2 plus charge, Mg2 plus. Nitrate ions are example of molecular ions. They have a charge of one negative. Okay, so nitrate ions are the example of molecular ions. These are molecular ions. Molecular ions are those which are ions which are composed of more than one element. Okay, like previously we studied the ions the positive and negative ions which contains only one element, like oxide, chloride, magnesium ion, sodium ion, okay, iodide ion. So they contain only one element. But these type of ions, like nitrate, these ions, they are known as molecular ions, and they contain more than one element. Okay, so in nitrate you can see there is nitrogen and 3 oxygen atoms. Okay, so it's molecular ion, more than one element. Okay, so molecular ions also, you have to understand that what is a molecular ion, which contains an ion which contains more than one element. Okay, so magnesium is having 2 plus and nitrate is having 1 minus. Very simple. Which number should we write?
Magnesium and 2 with sodium. No,
Yeah, which number with magnesium?
1.
And with nitrate?
With nitrate.
Hmm?
Plus 2 with nitrate.
Good, 2 with nitrate. Okay, so this one will become 2 plus. Okay, it's already 2 plus, and nitrate is 1 minus. And if we write 2 here, so 2 into 1, it will become 2 minus. Okay, both of them are balanced. So the formula will be, there is only 1 Mg. Okay, and nitrate, we have now 2 nitrates. Okay, 2 nitrates. So how we will write it? NO3 inside the bracket. Okay, inside the bracket we will write nitrate and then brackets 2. Okay, that's how we will write the molecular ions. So molecular ions, if they're having any number, because these ions are already big. Okay, molecular ions, they are already composed of more than one element. They are big. So we will write them with not square brackets, these round brackets and then 2. Okay, or any number which we will write. So this is magnesium nitrate. Now on the same page, there is a table which we have to complete. Notice that the metal always comes in front of the, yes?
Teacher, can you go on the other slide?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now we have to copy and complete the table below, but no need to copy, just complete it. Okay. Sodium chloride is already solved. Sodium bromate. Okay, see, now this is again molecular ion, bromate ion, having one minus charge. So sodium and bromate. So let's solve it. Sodium ion is positive, 1 positive, and bromate ion BrO3 negative. So is it balanced or do we need to write any number?
Balanced.
Yeah, 1 positive and bromate is 1 negative.
Negative.
Already balanced. So what will be the formula? Very good. NaBrO3. Simple. Okay, no need to write any number. This 3 is of bromate. Okay, so we will not count this as ion. No, in the formula is neutral. Ionic compounds are neutral. We will not write any number. Ions are charged. Okay, and when we balance them, then the charge is finished. They cancel out. Okay, now sodium oxide. Again, sodium oxide came. Sodium is 1 plus and oxide 2 minus. So how we will balance it?
A 2 with sodium and 1 with oxygen.
Yes. So the formula will be Na2O, which is written. Okay. Now magnesium bromate. Next is magnesium bromate. So magnesium is 2 plus and bromate BrO3 1 minus.
To add 1 with magnesium and 2 with bromate.
Yes, girls. How we will balance it?
To add 2
1
with
with magnesium and 2 with bromate.
2 with bromate. 1 with magnesium and 2 with bromate. Okay, so the formula shape will be Mg, no number with Mg because it's already 1. Okay, and bromate is a molecular ion BrO3 and bracket. Very good, like this. Okay, getting it will be Mg BrO3 2. Okay, we call it whole twice. Okay, we pronounce it that Mg BrO3 whole twice. Okay, if there is number 2, then we will call it twice. If there is 3, then we will call it thrice. Okay, that's how you say it, whole twice. Okay, now magnesium and oxide, and we know that magnesium oxide, magnesium is 2 plus and oxygen is 2 minus. Huh? No, this one, magnesium oxide. Okay, it will be MgO. Okay, so yes, Al and Cl. Okay, Al, Cl. Yes, which number was it right?
3 with chlorine and 1 with aluminium.
Yeah. So the formula will be
AlCl3.
yeah, very good. Yeah, I think you guys are getting it.
Yes.
Still, if you are having confusion, then do let me know, okay? Because this is new thing for you. Aluminium and bromate. Yeah. Now tell me.
1 with aluminium and 3 with bromine.
Hmm. Good. 1 with aluminium.
And 3 with
And
bromine.
so the formula will be AlBrO3 whole thrice. Very good. AlBrO3 whole thrice. That's how you make the formula of an ionic compound. Okay. Now you know how to draw the ionic compound also and how to make the formula also. Okay. So this is almost, this chapter is almost finished. We will study the properties which are on the next page. The properties of ionic compounds is the last topic. And after that, from the next week, we'll start covalent compounds. Okay, the next type of compounds. Okay, so the time is up. So you can go and please finish your homework. Submit me your homework. Go in line, in proper line. Okay, the online girls, I'll see you in the next class, inshallah.
Okay.
Teacher, have a nice day.
Hafiz, teacher.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Huh? You're done with homework? Did you upload it? Oh, yeah. Okay. I will check it and just upload the checked paper later on. Okay, I'll check it today. Okay.